There's nothing like a friend who loves you and reads you at the same time. Thank you so much, Yvonne. It was just her birthday, so happy birthday, girl. She made me sound very simple-minded, and I'm not gonna do much to quell that. I should have looked up what this event was, because I started my initial speech, we're all adults here, right? So imagine my horror to see that there are 40 young mentees. So for y'all, just let this be a lesson to you. I just want to share a quick story, and thank you for this honor and recognition. I want to share something that happened to me while I was in Vegas a little bit ago. And first of all, I hate Vegas. I love people from there, but I don't like it as a place. But my friends organized a trip to the Usher concert, and my love of him outweighs my hate of Vegas. So I was like, fine. And usually I can drink my way through a blur of Vegas, but I had taken up this impromptu no alcohol challenge for 40 days, so I was like, fuck, I just have to raw dog Vegas? But then, the day of the concert, my friend bought these like weed juice cans. This is the point mentees when chill. My friend bought these weed juice cans, and I said, oh, this isn't alcohol, so if I drink one of these, my challenge will remain intact. Now, mind you, I have a terrible history with edibles. When I take them, I die. And I know I'm at a Hollywood event, and y'all are like, weed edibles, weed juice, ooh. But this is my story. So I take a hit of the juice right before we're going to dinner. And it's not a whole can because I'm scared that it'll do too much and it'll take me to the dark place. But if I drink a small enough amount, it will make me feel just right, like Goldilocks. That was for the mentees. So I drink it, and then boom, we leave dinner before the concert. We leave for dinner before the concert, and then 2 minutes after we get seated for dinner, I feel it hitting, but my heart starts racing, and I can tell it's not in a good way. And so I tell my friends, I'm like, oh no, it's happening. And they're pretty unsympathetic, and they're like, enjoy the ride, girl. And then I just sink into this lonely, scary, paranoid, timeless loop. That's what happens to me. And this loop is really frightening because all I do is think repeatedly about and replay all the things that I'm most terrified of. And one of those things is the idea of my mortality and the mortality of those that I love. And one of the mind loops I was in had me aging really rapidly. Like, have y'all seen Beetlejuice, where Gina Davis and Alec Baldwin, they just turn into like decrepit dust before our eyes? That's what I felt was happening to me at the table in my mind. And so I'm sitting at this table and I'm slipping out of real life consciousness while my friends are fucking up sushi, acting like I'm not dead. And every now and then I'd interrupt the convo with a thought or a question. And I remember asking them at one point, guys, do I look old? And they were like, what the fuck are you talking about? And I asked them if I was old. And they said, no, stupid, because then we are. And then they asked, like, do you feel old? And I was just like, I don't know. And so then one of my friends, bless her sincere heart, she's the only mom in our group, she was like, is that something that's been on your subconscious lately? And I was like, I guess so, just getting old generally and feeling like time is running out. And as she tried to comfort me, her voice faded away and I sunk back into my loop. Till right before the concert started, and I told my friends, woo, guys, I'm here again. And they were like, welcome back, bitch. And so that was over. The Usher concert was amazing. Highly recommend him. Not Vegas, though. Another bad memory for that. So what does this have to do with the awards, you ask? Well, very little. But I'm asked about amplifying underrepresented voices and diversity all the time. And one of the questions I get often and frequently struggle to answer is, why is it so important to you to give opportunities and open doors for others who look like you? And I want to be like, it just is, the fuck? But I usually say something about how we don't often get chances, and what a huge difference a chance can make, or I talk about just wanting to actively create space for our stories. But now, I think it's all about time. I'm obsessed with the time that I have left and the small window that I have to make the changes that I want to see before I hopefully get old and die. And I think about operating. I think operating from that scared place is actually really helpful because it makes you impatient about waiting for shit to happen. And it makes you fearless about the things you normally might be afraid of, like rejection or embarrassment or diminishment. So in a sense, I want to say thank you, Hollywood Reporter, for rewarding my paranoia. I'm gonna keep moving like I don't have many moves left. And I want to thank my team members who truly make these moves possible. Some are here today, Sarah, Jax, and Vanessa. Gotta shout out my girl Yvonne, but so many people here also move with the non-drug-induced paranoia that I admire. I'd also like to extend my appreciation to the like-minded executives I've worked with who are committed to making and showcasing our stories. That matters a lot too. I think Sarah Aubrey is here, and shout out to her. She's one of the people championing stories, and just honestly anybody else I've had the pleasure of working with. And then last, on a serious note, I'd love to dedicate this award to my friend, Yakira Chambers. She was a talented actress, writer, and producer who passed away suddenly last week. And we met on a small digital shoot back in 2011 and became really fast friends when we realized how much we had in common in our industry pursuits. And she was always very intentional and aware of time and made the absolute most of it. She spent her time here being a truly, truly great and beautiful person, and I will miss her and think of her often. So thank you so much, everybody.